All right, let's see if that did anything.
Doubtful. Oh, there it is. Hey, we're live.
Thank you, everyone on Rumble and we're just gonna let that record.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna have to deal with it.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, Tyler.
How was your week?
Oh, you know.
That good, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Same old, same old.
How's school teaching? They listen to you?
I want to talk about it.
were they like, yes, Mr. My Garner, sir?
Yeah, that's how they talk to me. That's how they do it. Yamata Garner.
Yes, Mrs. Trunchable. Oh, ouch. Oh, you missed the button.
Face missed the button.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Man,
gosh.
You're doing great.
Shut your face.
This is just warm up.
Yeah. A warm up I apparently really need. Jeez.
Oh.
Right in the in the place.
Oh. The groin. The sensitive. Ouch.
Oh. Good.
He's like, I think you broke my back. Batman, you're not supposed to kill me.
Batman, that's not killing.
But also,
breaking your back is not killing.
But also,
he has nothing against forever maiming people. That's not a part of his. That's not a part of it.
What kind of life do I get to live with this?
He'll do that all day long.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. No one ever said anything about not maiming you until making you wish you were dead.
It's a regular home away from home.
Yes. Batman's scary.
Yeah. I don't. Oh, that's all the brush. I kind of got distracted. Trying to make all this run. The door's locked.
Batman, you're strong. Just go through it.
He's not Superman.
Oh. Oh, man.
Some of the things I have to explain to you.
Why does he have such a long cape?
I don't know.
Like,
Because he
wouldn't
likes
that be
it.
super annoying?
Well, not to him.
Or yeah, I don't understand. Now,
one day I will get back to my true form.
I think you're doing pretty good. You haven't died yet.
Wait for it.
Oh, jeez, Batman.
Kicked you right in the face.
Oh, shoot. I didn't ever send you that video.
No, you did not.
Oh, man. You got to remind me.
Or you can just be an adult.
And just do it myself?
Yeah. Man, have you ever thought of that?
Well, that's... that
That
doesn't
would take
put
even
any
more
blame
effort
on you.
I know. Because I'm not the one that should be blamed. But I don't want the blame.
I won't, yeah.
Oh my gosh. What is it? No. No.
Examine. R. B. There you go. Detective.
Blood ran through the heart of Gotham. We were
So,
doctors,
you
politicians.
remember, we have all these little things we're gonna
been the organ,
Riddler
bringing the
stuff.
try and
filth
do.
from the sea.
Uh-huh.
We have been its servants, giving all to protect it. And still it has chosen to hurt.
All right.
Well, I think school will go well.
Bro, we're in public education in the United States. It does not go well for anyone ever. Like, it's not like,
Well,
look, and it's all you parents' fault. Like, I've done it for enough time. The reason why kids fail are not because of teachers. Like, I have yet to meet a teacher who doesn't care about their job. Yet. I know they exist. I'm not saying they don't, but I have not met one yet.
right.
And like, the problem is teachers are not allowed to do the job that needs to be done because parents won't let them do the job that needs to be done. Like, if you want me to babysit your kid, then that means I'm in charge, and like, you don't get to say anything about it.
Right.
So the way, and that includes discipline. Otherwise, you need to educate your own kids. If you can't handle that, then you educate your children. That's like it, and it's really that simple. Like, no one's talking about spanking even or anything like that. But like, if your kid can't handle being in the classroom, we kick them out. And if they can't handle it for enough times, you have to educate them. Done.
Yeah.
Like, and we don't hold them to any kind of like high standards. Like, we're the only thing that anyone cares about now in education is just getting kids graduated, because they don't want to look like they can't get kids graduated, right? And so
Right.
what ends up happening is we've lowered the bar for everybody. And it's not, and it's killing us. Like, we don't. And again, like I keep saying, there's not a single teacher. I've yet to meet the teacher that all these parents complain about.
Right.
I have yet to meet them. Like, I don't know where they are. Like, where are these people that care so little bit about the job of teaching? And good teachers are leaving education because of administration and parents.
And parents, yeah.
Storage tank Bane requires.
Hang on. These notes aren't.
And so many people are unwilling to go to the school and teach.
Right. Well, and it's because it's a terrible job.
It's nearly impossible to do.
Teaching is a terrible job. And that's someone who has been doing it for a while and even likes to teach. Like, the job of teaching is good. The problem is I only get to do that about 15% of the time. And I don't get to challenge kids. Like, because if I challenge them, lots of them will fail. And they don't want that. Like, they don't. Because honestly, what we should be doing now is we should be saying, okay, we're going to allow the kids who can't hack it to fail. Like, we're gonna let them fail, and like they'll have to, like, they'll figure it out after the fact. And we just got to do that now so that future generations don't end up in the same spot. And yeah, will it be like a huge shift? Yeah, it will. And it will be painful. And there's a lot of kids that will fail or won't get A's because honestly, they don't really deserve A's. They deserve C's. Like, that's what they deserve. And if we did that, yes, it would be painful at first, but then we would get back to actually educating people the way that they're supposed to be educated. But if you don't do that, you just continue just like Doge. It's like, we can continue to have fraud and we can continue to waste money, or we can do the hard thing now, which will be painful right now, and then we'll be, better for it later.
Yeah. So my question now is what like I think that the Department of Education.
Totally abolished.
Yep.
Get rid of it.
That's
Absolutely.
what I think.
Absolutely should be getting rid of it. One of the reasons.
Apparently is because only like 15% of the money goes to the actual kids.
Right. Right.
Toward the kids. Yeah.
Way too much bureaucracy has ruined it. And again, the closer to home you make something, the better it will be, because it will actually. So again, I'm even advocating, and I tell people all the time, you should educate your kids if you can. Like I'll like, my kids would not be in school if Brittany would do that, or if she worked and I did it. Like, I would do it tomorrow. So I like, and I tell every single person I know, if you have the means, and the means I only mean are, you have someone home who can do it, that doesn't need to work, then you can do it. Then you should do it. I promise you, there's not a teacher in high school that most, like 95% of parents are just as capable. They like, we've pretended as well that it's like this super difficult job, like the actual teaching part of it, and it's like, it's not. Like, you can make up any lack that you think you have. I promise you can make it up. Like, you can learn the math, you can learn the English, you are better equipped to help your own child get what they need. Oh, you're not. Right. You're not done yet. Silly goose. Like, because I hear that argument too. I hear that all the time. Like, well, I wouldn't be able to do it. It's like, yes, you would. Like, I promise. Like, yes, would it be painful? Yes, I understand that. But the idea that, like, somehow I know better, like I am smarter than everyone else, and that's why I'm a teacher. No, absolutely not. And the closer you get to, like, the state, and then the city, and then the, on and on you go, the better it is for everybody. The better it is, the higher the pay for teachers, the better it is for outcomes for students. Like, every facet is better if we would just do it. Like, if we would just do it that way.
And I read,
the thing is people don't, like, they don't want that.
Yeah. I read ooh. Holy crap.
Rip your flesh like paper.
Ugh. I believe you.
Duly noted.
I've been digging deeper into Dr. Young. According to her bank records,
I've heard that before. I'll stay away.
Why does everyone hate me? Why? All I've tried to do is just keep us safe, and everyone just hates me, I guess.
Yeah. What did I do to you?
I didn't do it. Oh, I locked you away forever. Oh, I get it. Never mind. My bad.
What did I do?
I just ruined your life and didn't let you eat people.
Yeah.
So sorry. Well, excuse me.
Yeah. So, yeah, I need to work with Owen. I need to teach him more, because what's happening at the school is not doing it.
Well, the thing is like, the teacher can only teach so many kids so much. So, like, just to put it into a clearer perspective, I have 40 kids in one class. Okay, if I took 5 minutes for each kid, right? And I tried to give them 5 minutes, okay? That would be 200 minutes. I only get them for that class period for, I think it's 88. So I literally could not take and that's only 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes.
Right.
Which is not a lot. Like,
Hey.
I can't teach so like that.
Yeah.
That's the other problem. Like, we don't have the time to sit with each individual kid and tell them how to do it. So again, what has to happen is I teach the lesson, and then the resource is the parent. Ooh, ooh. The resource is the parent. And it will never change. It will never be different than that.
Right.
The resource will always have to be the parent. Always. Because I do not know.
Go on.
Right.
So yeah, it's just. So Barbara, Oracle, he's talking to Batman about
No mystery why she's so scared.
um
I'm coming up to the surface.
interactions between Dr. Young and Jack White.
I don't know who that is.
Jack White is an alias of Joker.
Oh.
I feel like I should be over here. Be not. Okay. This is not going anywhere. Good.
Cool.
All right, go this way. Okay. Oh,
Oh.
Batman. Sometimes you do things and it makes me want to punch you
Go straight.
in the face. Oh. No. No. Oh, goodness.
Funny.
Oh, good. Back at the beginning.
Yay.
Hooray! Does everyone enjoy this stellar gameplay? Oh. Off we go again.
Whee!
Hooray!
Batman, you're doing great.
Batman,
Super proud of you.
you're embarrassing us.
Oh.
Why? Camera betrayal. Every time. Okay. I want this trophy, and I want you to pick it up and not dive out of the room. There we go. Yes, that is what gave it away. That is exactly correct. The fact that it is a big glowing question mark. Oh, the Joker teeth.
Oh, man.
I do love the dilapidation of this world. I make that.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, like
It's
it
pretty.
is super like
It's
they just
very
did such a
detailed.
good job.
Yeah. It's very detailed. It's great. Yeah. So I went to school. Or I did a test. I did a pre-assessment of like my first accounting class.
Gross.
And it said, and it was dumb because they're like, okay, well, we received this $200,000. 80% of it was cash. 20% of it was accounts receivable. And then the next thing, so the thing is that you make this all in one journal entry for the end of the year. That's important. So told me that 20% was to AR. Then the next question is, we collected all of AR. I'm like, okay. So you collected all of the AR that had been happening throughout the year, but you still have that 20,000 AR that you just made. Anyway, they told me I was wrong, and I'm like, well, you're making one big journal entry at the end of the year, and you said you didn't receive that. You said it. I didn't say it.
Right. Like, I didn't come up with that.
Uh-huh.
Well, and that's a whole nother thing. Like, so Jamie doesn't like read very fast. Like he's behind when it comes to reading speed. But then he is above average, like above everyone else when it comes to comprehension. So like telling you back what he read. And I'm thinking to myself, why do I care how fast you read if what they're saying for comprehension, you are ahead of everyone else? That's like saying that if I swing a bat faster than someone else, like I can actually, I create more bat speed, but I get on base only 2 out of 10 times, that somehow that's better than someone who swings it slower but gets on base 4 out of 10 times. And It's like, you guys don't understand. So, like, there are things in education as well that are the curriculum's fault. And it's like, I couldn't believe, it's like, what are you guys looking at? Like, what you guys, so who cares if a student is able to read fast if they don't know what they read? Like, knowing what you read is the most important part.
Right. Like,
it's the part that matters more than anything else. There's literally no other reason to read.
Other than to remember.
What you read and comprehend it. He's here.
Oh no!
Oh, what the freak? Who is? Someone's shooting me. Oh, I saw that a little too late. This is my favorite Tomb Raider. I guess Batman is kind of a Tomb Raider. Fair enough.
They probably got the idea from Tomb Raider. Or like the mechanics of it.
No, the mechanics are completely different.
No, but like
No, Batman came way before Tomb Raider. What are you smoking?
No, I get that, but the idea of this game, like not the idea of Batman, but how it's portrayed. It's not a Mario game. Do you know what I mean? Like
I think that was a good try by you, but I think you are very off.
I've never been off.
Yeah.
Ever.
I mean, this is an action adventure game, so there's similar genres maybe. What Avery? What's going on? Mommy said you could watch the stream. Okay. So you need to sit in between me and Uncle Tyler. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, like I'm trying to give you
all puzzles.
I'm trying to give you
it's puzzle.
It is not all puzzle.
And it's all adventure.
Tyler.
And there's just puzzles all over the place
Tyler,
that you have to figure out how to get in and out of this room and why and what I need to find the clues and the little Joker hearts and the
Joker hearts.
The
Joker trophies? They're not hearts.
The question mark things.
Yeah, question marks. I'm sorry, Tyler. I love you, but that is a big swing and a miss. I'm sorry.
I'm just defending the.
He was
the
just
YouTube
making.
guy.
He was just making a joke. No, you can't have soda. Can't have the soda.
Ow.
He was just making a joke. Tomb Raider and this are only close in that they are both, you would call them both action adventure. Tomb Raider is more adventure though than this is. This is more action than adventure. So that that'd be, ugh. Saying that this is like Tomb Raider would be like saying that Sonic is like Mario. And it's like, yes, they're similar genres, but Sonic and Mario are very different platformers. These are not the same game.
It's a video gaming thing.
Oh my gosh. So all video games are just the same now. Like now we've divulged into, it's not even, they're just all video games, so they're all close enough.
It'll work. Yeah, see?
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah. Batman's Tomb Raider's cousin or something, you know.
Tomb Raider's cousin.
So it's all the same thing.
Oh, brother.
He's the greatest detective. Right? Or the best detective? I don't know.
Yeah, the world's greatest.
Well, yeah. Step aside Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, he is better than Sherlock Holmes. He's not Sherlock Holmes. That's what makes Batman Batman. Batman literally is the best human of all. So like, you think of a human, right? Like that's his whole thing, is that he is in all aspects the best of all humans in the thing that he does. That's what makes him basically who he is he trained all parts of his body, physical, mental, spiritual, all whatever you want to call it, to its peak. Oh. Well, that wasn't very peakish.
Yeah, he is the best. Bang!
Bang!
Oh.
Whoopsie!
Well, made the wrong step there.
Yeah. I'm not the best. But yeah, like in the paradox of humans, Batman excels and succeeds everybody. That's like, I mean, for crying out loud, he can bench press 1,000 pounds multiple times.
Yeah.
He built the Bat computer. So like, he would have had to have had just obscene amounts of technical prowess. Like that's what I mean. And it's like, that's kind of what lends to like the whole mythos of Batman. For crying out loud, he has never lost to Superman ever.
Right.
And so it's just like the amount of intelligence that a man would have to beat the Justice League, and without powers, like that's literally the whole point. Like he literally solved the greatest like mystery that would exist in his like universe.
Right.
Because how else on earth could he possibly do that? But the reason why I'm saying the contrast between this and Tomb Raider is specifically because the puzzles in Tomb Raider are way more fleshed out and way more difficult. And like I said, so games usually have more than just one category. So like, this isn't an action adventure game. Tomb Raider was more adventure than action. This is more action than adventure.
He does not have peripheral vision at all.
Well, and he really doesn't, because you see the goggles on his face. He really wouldn't have peripheral vision. He would only be looking Because yes, every single one of us looks at that and like, well, that's strange.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, no, in reality, he really wouldn't. Like, if he had those goggles on, he knows like he wouldn't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. Video game logic wins again.
Well, that's not video game logic. That's just logic. That's not nice.
Oh.
Well, I hope you weren't dead, because now you landed on your neck. Oopsie!
Oops.
Oopsie doopsie. Oopsie poopsie.
Well, look who it is.
Oh, another dead guard.
Batman, come on, tough guy. Come and get us.
Well, I wanna.
Look at him.
Come on, tough guy.
Ain't you got a cat to rescue from a tree or something?
To Batman that's just been strolling
Get lost.
down the scariest.
Joker will finish you off.
Oh, that's fine.
What a bunch of punks. I'll be back. You stay here, chums.
Don't move.
Bum ba-dum bum. Oh, there it is. I knew it was somewhere. Urga.
All right, Batman.
Now I'm inside.
Yeah, I can't believe Batman just left.
Yeah, the stick and coward
Guns?
lived off.
You have a gun.
With his legs.
How many people have guns?
Go and take him on. He would stand.
Only you.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I'd rip his head off.
Meow, 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 meow.
Always sucking up.
Remember me?
Hi.
Hi. How are you? Guess
Uh-oh.
what? You don't have a femur anymore.
Nor a kneecap that's functioning.
It's all dead.
Ugh, Batman. Ugh.
Batman, why would you do that? Every time I can
rough,
break,
dude.
every time I can break a bone, I'm gonna do it just for you. That's my goal.
You know, I cannot watch injury
Yeah,
like
injuries,
replays.
Yeah, you were saying that last time because I broke someone's.
Oh, yeah.
thing. You're like, yeah, it's too tough. I can't do it.
I don't know why. It's like these guys, they just work so hard and then you know what I mean?
No, they make millions of dollars. They'll be fine. I don't feel bad for them.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Whatever.
It's part of the job. Part of the job, making millions and millions of dollars. I don't feel bad. Don't feel bad for you. Like if I could get $5 million a year and like they were like, and you'll break your leg doing this, I'd be like, yeah, where do I sign up? Like
Anytime.
anytime, please,
Mm.
please.
No.
Even a season-ending, even a career-ending injury, I'd be like, oh, but I get millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Mm.
Yes, I'll take the pain.
Yeah.
Broken fragments of my life, pouring through dripping red
That's funny.
fingers.
I guess I shouldn't say I don't feel bad. I mean, I have a pragmatic look at it, I guess. I mean, it's sad, but I don't dwell on it that much. I'm just like, you did the thing and that was cool, and you know, and that does suck, I guess, that you had this injury, like what happened to Gordon Hayward, for example.
Mhm.
But again, millions and millions of dollars. Why didn't you hit him? I've never actually seen that happen before. Usually
Where
he
you
actually
jump too early?
Well, no, because all I am doing is hitting square. That's
Uh-huh.
it. I'm not doing anything else. So like, if he like that, if he misses someone, that's not a me thing.
Huh.
That's like the game just, and I've never actually seen that happen.
Wow.
One of the reasons why these games were so heralded is because the combat was so fleshed out.
Right.
So it is kind of weird to me that did happen.
Huh.
But whatever, it's fine. Can't be perfect, I guess.
I guess.
Whatever.
It's Batman.
Meow 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 meow. All the dead people.
All right. What do we got in
Supposed to
this
be-
room?
Okay, search Arkham Mansion, find Doctor. Okay. I didn't even know what I was supposed to be doing.
I'm just walking along.
Walking along. Do you think Joker like wound up all these teeth and like set them everywhere? Or do you think his minions did it? Because it's like, that's really what you were doing with your spare time?
Spent 4 hours just.
Yeah, you're just like, he's got to see them all. If he doesn't, then I'll have wasted my life.
This is the plan.
And then the rest of us are like, maybe you wasted your life. Saying.
I'm going to spend a good 8 hours for the next 2 weeks setting up all these teeth that are going to clatter.
And like, because he just got caught today, right? So it's like,
I returned
what's
to my
funny
work, but I could not
is
shake
it's
the
like,
bitterness from my mind.
what would be funny about that is like when he's out and about in the asylum, and he's like, why is Joker putting the teeth everywhere? Like what? Why is he doing
the
that?
purpose of this?
What's the purpose? Oh, just let him have it. He's crazy. All right.
Okay. I guess. Ah, is that Penguin's
It is.
umbrella? Oh,
Oh my gosh.
look at it.
Subject obscured.
Look at it.
No subject detected.
Right there.
It's right there.
Guys.
Hmm.
Guys.
Is
Guys.
it this one? Oh, that's why.
Uh,
It was the other case. Like, why won't it work? I know this is a thing.
I'm looking straight at an object.
I've done it. I played this game before. I know no one believe me. I can hit him in the elbow, or in the head, or in the knee.
Me. Me.
The knee?
Yeah.
See, like that.
Oh,
That was absolutely not my fault. Oh my gosh. I keep forgetting
Ouch.
the buttons.
on the back of the head.
Die.
Oh. They did do a good job with this combat, though.
No, it is still really good. I just haven't really given it justice. I've done a poopy job.
Batman, grab the gun.
We've been over this. He doesn't shoot people.
Oh.
Bap!
Ouch.
Whoop.
Ow.
Again, the wrong button.
Huh.
Donkey punch right in the face.
Bam.
Right in the back of the head.
So does he like scan all the bad guys and make sure they're still breathing or
No.
something? No.
Why would he do that? He just knows not to hit so hard.
Oh.
That's you are thinking about this way too hard. Like you are obsessed with this like You do
that
not
part of
need to.
Batman-
You don't need to think about it that much. He doesn't kill. Then obviously the punching that happens is not enough to kill people.
Okay.
Done. There's no more to it.
Oh. Oh man.
Oh, dang it. Apparently.
Can't you jump over it?
No, over it.
Ugh.
It's a electrified door all the way from foot to. How would I jump over it?
There was a line at the top.
What are you babbling about? How many times?
I have never babbled a babble in my life.
I never babbled a babble. Oh my gosh. I think you just did.
No such thing. How are all the YouTube people out there? And the Rumble people? People doing good? You know? Subscribing, watching,
Subscribing, hitting that like button.
commenting.
Good.
Being nice to other people. You know, all the good things.
Ugh.
Ew. Being nice.
Boo. Fuck. Rubbish. Boo.
And smack.
That would have been very dangerous. Go over there,
Oh.
bad man. Disarm. Oh.
Wow.
It was just
good
a,
reflexes.
It was
man.
just a glove.
Thank you, Batman. Are they all gone?
Yes, you're safe. What happened?
It all happened so fast. Some patients broke in, began tearing up the place, like they were looking for something. Bill here fought back, but there were too many. They took Dr. Young. She rushed in here and they followed. I'm sorry. When I came to, we were all tied up. Doc Young was gone.
Oh man. Yeah. We were too late. We tried to fight, but we were too late.
All these guards are like super disappointing. Like you are all terrible at your jobs. Why
It's like-
why is no one able to fight anybody ever?
Or give you relevant information. It's like, yeah, they took Dr. Young. And it's like, yeah, well, that's who I'm trying to find. I
Yeah,
know.
I can see that. I can see that she is not here. And
Do you have
are.
anything to help?
See, look,
Take the gun.
unconscious. Tyler! He's not the Punisher.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
All right. There's something. Oh, well. Where it's like talking to a toddler.
Me?
Yes, you.
Why?
Every time.
I'm-
Take the gun.
Well, yeah. It's a
Well, no.
resource.
He doesn't use guns. He uses his fists. If you had fists like him, you wouldn't use a gun either.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And if he uses a gun, he kills them. What don't you understand about the non-killing thing?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, probably right.
Yeah.
Not absolutely, emphatically, without question, right? Just maybe.
Just maybe the one that plays the Batman games and watches
And watches the movies and reads the comics
reads
and
the comics and knows everything
and
there is
everything
about
about
Batman.
it. Well,
I guess you could
I guess you get it.
possibly
Maybe.
in one dimension or another. You could be right about Batman. It's a possibility.
Does everyone hear the garbage that I have to deal with? This is why I am the way I am.
Oh, you don't take the teasing very well.
No, if I didn't take the teasing well, Don't you think I would have kicked you out long ago?
I said I don't know.
Yes. Don't shoot, man. Don't shoot.
I think that's also kind of part of the mythos, right? Is like, because fair enough, it's like, well, Batman, why don't you use the gun? Why not pick up the gun, right? And it's like, well,
What's that collar do?
because like I am literally gonna do it opposite of what they would do.
Right.
So like I'm gonna do it in a way that doesn't require a gun. So it's almost like he's doing it too to prove a point that like I don't need it.
Right.
I can do it without it. So now the guards have collars, so when I knock them out, it's going to alert everybody. Now my life has gotten a little bit harder.
A little harder.
A wee bit harder.
Oh, man. That Joker.
That silly Joker
Yes.
face.
He's always making things difficult.
He always wants to upgrade available for the battering.
Eat. So, can he not just rip off the collar and take it all with him?
Oh, whoops. I want to be. Well, I mean, he probably honestly could. I don't know why he'd want to do that, though. What would the purpose of that be? He already knocked that one out. I don't know.
Oh.
So, for example, I take him down.
Uh-huh.
He has the collar. So, he yelled. But if I do these things more silent, then people are going to start hearing the buzzing and they'll come running to the place.
Right.
Like that guy.
Uh-huh. Now those guys are
Eventually,
all nervous.
yeah. And the Joker's like, he's taking one of you out. So now
Oh,
they're like,
Scoop! We gotta get out of here.
oh, Tyler. Like, where's he going with this? What? So I can also use, oh, I guess I can't use it on the gargoyle. But I can pull these guys off of ledges with the bat claw.
Oh, really?
I can't do it while I'm perched, apparently. So I'm gonna try and show you that. But I've gotta like be careful because they'll like obviously.
Oocha.
I've already been shot enough, dang it. Had enough of all the shooting.
Well, people stop shooting at me.
Like that. Let's see. Oh, too far away. Oh. Like that.
Cool.
Got another one down here. Hey, yeah.
He's dead.
They're all dead.
I still haven't seen the most recent Mission Impossible movie.
It's good.
believe
I
that?
love Mission Impossible.
I
I'd
do
rather watch Mission Impossible than James Bond.
Yes. Yes.
And I
agree.
like James Bond. I don't have anything against James Bond at all. But I do prefer Ethan Hunt and Tom Cruise over the Mission. I will say, well, in the original Mission Impossible, I feel is better than any of the any of the James Bonds. The original one.
Like the original TV show or the first one?
The first movie.
Yes.
I feel like is better than any of the James Bonds.
Oh,
now
so good.
there are 007 movies that are better than other Mission Impossibles. That is true. But the first one I feel like is the best. And I would rather watch, I feel like the first Mission Impossible is better than the James Bourne movies too. Like Bourne is good.
Yeah.
And there are Bourne movies again that are better than some of the Mission Impossibles.
Right.
But the very first Mission Impossible, I don't feel, if that's, like the genre, I don't think anything beats it.
Yeah.
Just the first one. Now, series overall, it's hard not to give to Bourne. Like, all the series as a whole, I think Bourne might be the best. But even still, it's like, if you're asking me, okay, which is the one that you would give, like, you can only pick one of the three. Which one are you picking? I'm picking Mission Impossible.
Yeah. I mean, for all of the movies combined, yes. But
even if I had to pick one movie,
movie,
it was just one movie, it would be the original Mission Impossible. And in my opinion, it's not even close.
Yeah, well, it's not even close between Mission Impossible and James Bond, for sure.
Ugh, I hit a pillar. That's not what I wanted. Would you get over there? I clearly wanted you to not be so stupid.
Ouch.
Batman, sometimes. Like, the Bourne movies are good, but
Bourne Identity is so good, though, man.
Thanks. Where did Dr. Young go?
The escape from the
I told her to go to her office and
it's
From
too
the-
the camera's too jiggly. It's too
Yeah,
it's
that's-
too much.
it's a lot for
It is a
in
lot.
the second movie.
It
It's
is.
a lot.
Need to find her
Es
notes.
mucho.
Oh, but man,
20 minutes, maybe more.
That
Because
first fight-
the story in Mission Impossible is better
That makes them
than
Stay here.
as an individual movie, not the series. The series storyline, I would say, is the Bourne movies. But just one movie, I think the first Mission Impossible storyline is better than any of the other movies.
okay, I gotcha. I could see that. Yes.
But I can be persuaded on. And look, that we're not even really talking much about Bond, but like James Bond is good.
Yeah.
Like I liked the Daniel Craig ones. I hated the last one because it's like, why do we have to kill everyone? I cannot stand that. Like, just let him ride off into the sunset.
Right.
Like, we don't need to kill him. We don't need to do that. That is not an integral part of the story, the series. It doesn't add anything to the series or story. It only makes all of us upset. Because we're like, well, because what the name of the movie was like, what was it? It's like No Time to Die or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it literally cuts out the premise to begin with. Like, you're literally saying that that you're not supposed to die, and you die. No, I
did
not
never
like
super got into James Bond at all.
Well, and
Like, I've seen
admittedly as
all
well,
of the
it's like
movies once.
it was way before our time though too. That's also
Yeah,
the problem. Like
that's
the
true.
beginning of it. Like the first movie I ever watched of James Bond was, I think, Die Another Day.
Yeah.
It wasn't even GoldenEye.
Right.
And I think the first time I was actually introduced to it was the N64 game,
Right.
GoldenEye.
Yeah.
So I didn't even really know anything about it until that. And then
Right.
I was like, oh, Pierce Brosnan, Die Another Day. I don't even know if I've actually seen GoldenEye. Like,
Yeah, me
all the
neither.
way through.
I don't know either.
So, yeah.
I know as a kid I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Oh, yeah. Like, because it's pretty, it's a spicy meatball. Like, it's pretty,
Yeah. But yeah, it was Mission Impossible was better.
That's how I feel.
But man, can you do Mission Impossible without Tom Cruise?
No.
Right?
He literally makes the whole thing.
Right.
Run.
There's only one honestly, Ethan Hunt, but you can have more than one 007.
Right.
That's
it's
the
like
problem.
they extend it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They extend it beyond with the other. Yeah. You know, and
the same with the
like,
Jason Bourne.
That's probably because like they, you know, well, and that's kind of the problem with Jason Bourne, in my opinion, is like, why did they do that? Why did they make it? Why did they do that? Why did they make it beyond what it just normally was?
Well, they did make a movie that with another like Jason Bourne that was in the same program.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner one.
Yeah, with Jeremy Renner.
Right. But that's literally like, isn't that the problem?
Yeah.
Right.
Because he's not Jason Bourne.
Yeah, because he's not Jason Bourne. So they made this movie, and I like Jeremy Renner. I don't have any problem with Jeremy Renner.
I thought he was good in it.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with him, but it's like, but you're not Jason Bourne. And like James Bond, that's actually what alludes to James Bond. And I can see why, I can actually see why people would give it to James Bond, because of the way that the story is. It lets you do it over and over and over again, changing who James Bond is without any real like backlashes to like what the story is and can become. So in that way, James Bond is actually better than Mission Impossible and Bourne, because it can go on forever.
Yeah, because now you can
always just make a new, younger James Bond, and you can always restart the James Bond story.
Right.
You cannot restart Mission Impossible, and you cannot restart Bourne, because Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise is Ethan Hunt, Matt Damon is Bourne.
Right.
So it's like that's it. There's no you would have to wait like years. Like me and you will be old men before they would be able to like
make another
restart it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't work. It wouldn't
Jason
work
Bourne.
Otherwise.
And just make another one.
Yeah, it'd be like how Batman. It'd be like the Batman movies, like they were Michael Keaton. All the way through George Clooney, but those were done in the 90s, and then it took years and years and years, and then in the 2000s they restarted it, or then they restarted it recently with Robert Pattinson, which I thought he did a really good job.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen the Batman?
Yeah, I have not,
bro. It's good.
Is it?
Yes, I know.
I know that the Penguin guy did really well.
I know that. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. And the Penguin movie or the Penguin TV show, super good. Yeah. Super good. It's the DCU version of Breaking Bad. Like it's so good.
Someone has already got
but it's like
I've heard
you just have to be okay with the idea of what Batman is. It's like this Batman is different than Michael Keaton, and Michael Keaton is different than
George Clooney,
and Christian Bale is different than and that's really how the comics are. Like that's really how movies should be made, in my opinion. It should be like one or two, maybe three, maybe you do three, but they're all different aspects of Batman, and you can have different characters. They're not mixed. Kind of like Spider-Man. Like all three Spider-Men are different universes, and like I loved how they did eventually get together. But I don't even think you have to do that. Just like this is your take on Batman, this is your take on Batman, and just do it like that.
Yeah, I like it that way too, and then
you just get more Batman, and that's great. I really liked it. I'll watch it with you. It's really good, because it's like it's year one Batman. It's like the detective Batman. It's not the bruiser Batman that like Christian Bale is. It's how he goes about like
will find her or the
doing this, like this stuff, like actually solving puzzles, figuring out. And he's still Batman, like he's still tough and strong,
Right.
But it's just, and he's young because he's like newly minted Batman, like he hasn't been doing it very long, and so that's also really interesting. I feel no, it's super good.
All right.
I think I really liked it.
I've heard really good things about it.
You know, and I admittedly am not like so hard to please with movies. As long as it's not like super woke, I don't really have much of an issue. But no, I really liked it. I would watch it with you. I think it's great.
Yeah.
It's just on HBO.
Okay.
It's
I
good.
do have HBO.
Yeah, it's good.
And I've seen it there like all the time.
And watch the
like,
Penguin. The
watch
Penguin's
this.
good too.
Yeah. And I love Colin Farrell.
Oh, I do too.
That's his name, right?
Yeah.
I always get Colin Firth and Colin Farrell wrong.
Yeah, I always same here.
But yeah, I think of all actors, I think Colin Farrell might be the most versatile.
Oh,
actor.
he has a good. You have a good argument there.
Yeah.
Christian Bale is also very versatile. Like he's a method actor, so like he actually like loses the weight or gains the weight.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. He does a really good job.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just funny because I know that a lot of people didn't really like. They didn't really like. I need to find her. Okay. They didn't really like Batman vs Superman. I thought that was good. I liked it. And again, I know it's not like the people Nerdrotic. They know more about movies than I do. And so I kind of like, I'm fine with the idea that like, that they do know more about movies than me and that like they have a perception or a prescription that would be different to my own. But I also I just want to be entertained.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I thought it was entertaining. I liked the Superman movies. I liked the Snyderverse. It wasn't as good as the MCU.
No, but
it was still, it was serviceable.
It was a good 2 hours.
It was a 7 out of
fine.
10.
Yeah.
It was solid.
Yeah, I like to just be okay being entertained. Like,
yeah. Like I loved Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was great.
It's like
it doesn't need to be.
They tried.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be perfect for me. Are there things that are like way out there, especially at the end? Yeah, that's true. Well, and Batman has some things. The third one, it's like, how did he get from the desert to Gotham so fast?
Right.
Like that's weird. And it's like, yeah. Well, and it's kind of like what we talk about this, like video game logic. It's like, yeah, just let it marinate. It's fine.
Yeah, and
it's not a big deal.
You know, I understand also like these movie makers are, well, as long as they're entertained, they don't really they'll give
honestly,
you a lot of room.
If they did that more instead of trying to make all these blockbuster. Nerdrotic said this a couple of weeks ago, and I thought maybe it was a couple of days ago, but I thought he was right about it. One of the bigger problems that they do is that they keep trying to make blockbusters, and it's like, no, just make the movie that's like a $25 to $50 million budget that's just good.
Yeah.
And like people will go watch it and you'll make money.
Right.
And then you don't have to worry about all the nonsense. Then you like just write a story that's compelling. Don't worry about any of the identity stuff. Like don't worry about it. Just write a compelling story, use whatever color characters, female, male, doesn't matter.
Right. And find the best actor, actress that is available to you.
Yeah, don't worry about like you don't need Sydney Sweeney necessarily. If she fits it, great. But if not, like don't worry about, doesn't need to be a big name.
Yeah.
And I think they've kind of lost a perfect example. Have you ever seen the movie Sneakers? It's
is that
like
with Matt Damon and about Michael Jordan?
No. It's old. It's an older movie. It has who's the guy who does the Sundance Film Festival? He was in
Bradford.
Yeah. So he's in it.
Okay.
And it's a goofy spy movie. But it's good. Like if you like campy, just silly stuff like that, it's fun.
Right.
It's fun to watch. And it's like and I bring that up because it's just like what we're talking about. It's not Mission Impossible. It didn't have a sequel. It's none of these things, but it's just, or the Pelican Brief. The Pelican Brief is really good.
Right.
And it's just like, we need movies like that. Speed.
Yeah.
Speed is a really good movie.
Well, have you ever seen Hoosiers?
Yeah.
Gene Hackman went into that movie saying, my career's over.
Yeah. Right.
He thought his career was over because he chose to be in this movie.
Right.
And it ended up being my favorite sports movie.
Right. Well, and it's one of the most, it's a top, definitely top 50.
Yeah.
Right. For some people, it's probably top 10, or like you said, it's your favorite one. So it's like, yeah, if we got into that,
yeah,
if we did that more often, we would be closer to what, like, we would just have more fun, and we could go to movies once a week like we used to.
Yeah.
And like movies would be like a bigger part of our lives. And again, if they did that, there's a reason why McDonald's makes the amount of money it does. Because you just do it. Like you have the McDonald's good movie. Like who doesn't, most people I like a Quarter Pounder. I like a Big Mac, and I can do that, a couple times a month and just be great. Okay. So we just found Dr. Young's notes.
Okay.
We burned them because we don't want the Joker to get them. We just walked through that thing. If you notice, there was gas leaking. So as you can obviously tell, the mansion wouldn't have rain coming in it, and doesn't have a long hallway like this. So we're probably getting back into
the nation.
Yeah. We're probably going to see our good friend, Dr. Crane, again.
Oh, fine.
I'm sorry, Daddy. Go easy on him, Tom. He loved it so.
Yeah, and
Keep up, Bruce.
it's like, just tell a good story.
Yeah.
And
Just tell compelling story. And honestly, what's so
it's
funny?
not that hard. It's like, okay, think about the Born Identity. Okay, what kid, what guy, what young man doesn't want to wake up one day and realize he's a secret spy that's amazing
that
at
knows
fighting,
all these languages and can do everything, knows how to like every gun, he knows how to like discharge it. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And the thing is when that movie came out, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know that I didn't even know that it was a thing.
Yeah.
And then it comes out and it's like this major hit, and it's like, what's so funny is like, because people are always right now about like identity politics. Video games has been doing this the right way for years.
Right.
No one cares, male, color of skin, none of that, as long as it is compelling. And I know that that's true, because if it weren't true, then Lara Croft never would have made it, simply because if it's true that we just don't like things because of gender or race, Tomb Raider never would have been good.
Right.
Chun-Li never would have been a favorite in Street Fighter.
Yep.
Princess Peach would have never been a favorite in Mario. Like,
yeah.
Samus, like no one, the video game, like people totally spit in the face of that idea. Like, we don't care. And honestly, what I find even funnier is I don't actually care about the race swapping thing, as long as you just keep it true to source material. So, like, Bruce Wayne is a rich kid who lost his parents. You don't need to like hip-hopify the story, but make it, who cares if he's black? Who cares? That doesn't matter. It's just is the story that they're making compelling. And again, if you're trying to make it black culture to Batman, it's like, that's not going to work. But if you make him like he is, and he just happens to be black, no one would care.
Right.
No one would care.
Right. And you make a good movie.
Man, you just make a good movie.
Yeah.
Like there would be no problem with it. Just like I know a lot of people are upset with Snape being black, and it's like there is something to be said to the fact that like he is described in the books as white, and that's fine. The thing is though, if you got a character or an actor that that was true to what Snape is as a person, then it won't matter the color of his skin. But the problem is they're like, I'm willing to give it a chance, but what we're worried about is the fact that we don't think that they'll be able to do that. Like they'll change who he is.
Yeah.
Because him being black will change like the character, and that's the problem.
Right.
That's why we're so hung up on it, because I've seen the actor that's going to play Snape, and it's like he's a pretty handsome like buff dude, and it's like that's not what Snape is. Right. Snape is literally supposed to be like this wiry, gross,
greasy,
like doesn't really like
hook nose.
Yeah. And that's the problem. That's the problem. But hey, like, give it a shot.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with giving it a shot, but at the same time, it's like you also have to be open to like the idea of like, well, we told you so. You know what I mean? It's like, because that also could be a problem too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And it's like, I've never, I've given when they made Doctor Who a girl, it's like, great, cool.
Yeah, as long as it's good, and it was like, it just sucked. That's why people didn't like it. It had nothing to do with her being female. Right. It was that it was not well written. No, you don't. You don't see me at all. You're a liar.
Come on.
And at the end of fear, oblivion.
Yeah. Tons of oblivion.
Yeah, and like people have not liked a Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah. Right. It's like it's okay also to have bombs. It's okay to like not everything works out and not everything is a hit, and that's okay. That's all right. It's not a big deal. But you just
There's no escape.
It's like I feel like we feel get there. Oh, you silly boy. Nope, not gonna make it. Oh, I'm not gonna make this. Not gonna make it. Oh, I made it!
You made it! Well done, man.
I did it. But yeah, it's just, we're basically talking to ourselves, because it's like, we just like you said, like, we just want to be entertained, and they just have done nothing to entertain us.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, I have to pick like what I use my money on, and like you haven't given me any reason to make it you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the new Snow White movie. It's fine. It's fine. Like choose whoever you want, but don't preach to me. Like,
right. I don't need to be preached to. That's literally why I watch a movie, because I want to escape. If I want to be preached to, then I will watch a documentary. Like that's kind of usually Batman. Go up. Hey, dum up. Holy crap. You dumb cow. Like he just kept shimmying the other way. Okay.
Escape. Oh, good.
It's coming. But yeah, it's just.
It's like, I'd go for Gal Gadot. He hasn't preached to me.
Right.
I'd go see it. It's fine, whatever. But you just don't ruin it.
Hers. It wasn't even just preaching. Like it was like she went way overboard. Like to the point of just like obnoxious. It's the same reason why I've never seen Miss Marvel, and I never will. Because she literally said this movie isn't for you. So it's like, okay, I don't. I don't need to pay you money
Uh-huh.
to watch you.
Right.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's not for me. Good.
Yeah.
Or like people like they write comics. They're like, you don't like it, don't buy my book, and it's like, cool. And guess who didn't buy your book? And now you're not a writer anymore for that comic.
Right.
Like, this isn't hard, guys.
And it's like, what you really need to say is, I would love to make a comic that appeals to everyone. I hope this is it.
Right. And the thing is just be humble enough to like realize that like these characters, the people that we're watching, the things that we enjoy, like we invest a ton of time and effort in it.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, and we argue about it and we do all the things. So it's like, you need to kind of have some respect for the people who actually pay your salary.
Right.
Which are the fans.
Right.
And if you don't, then you get what you deserve.
Yeah. A lot of times if I was...
Cool.
Huh. That looks like the commissioner. Anyway.
That's the warden.
Warden. What I meant.
It is the warden. Look at you seeing things.
So, I think...
In the Arkham City, you actually get to play as her.
Oh, really?
Which is fun because she's very different.
Mm-hmm.
Very different.
Yeah. So, my dad and other mentors have always taught me, if you're not willing to do something at your job, then you probably shouldn't be their boss. You know, like be
Right.
willing to do the dirty stuff and the ugly stuff. So I think it would be really cool to have a celebrity realize that every once in a while they need to live off of a median salary for a month, you know? Like,
well, right, and then they might actually open up the vision like, oh, maybe this is why people don't watch my show, because they don't even necessarily want, like, if we all had unlimited money,
sure,
we would just blow it on it and just be good.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd be fine.
of course we would.
Yeah. I'd get every streaming
Why don't
show.
you respect me? I do respect you, TJ.
I'm sorry, TJ. It's a little far for me to read, and my phone died.
Eventually.
But thanks for watching, TJ, and thanks for always connecting and saying hi to us. You monster!
He's not going anywhere.
If I was in that situation, I don't think I'd use the word monster.
I saw Bane.
Bear. They want kids to watch this.
That's true.
Joker doesn't.
Yeah, TJ, you always take what we're saying and then go to the clearest opposite of what our intent is.
So
Like,
Joker has venom in your formula.
that'd be like saying, oh, we don't want you to make a Batman movie. We want you to make a Hogwarts movie. But it's like, but no, we're making a Batman movie. Well, no, that's not the same thing. Not the same thing. Like, we're not saying let us control what you do. We're saying do whatever it is you're doing, but then just respect the fans.
Oh, they blew
and
up the
listen
girl?
to them. Oh yeah, she's super evil. Super evil. Like
That doctor is?
Yeah, she was experimenting on the patients.
Oh.
Like that's how the Joker learned of like the serum that he used to make that guy huge. Like because she like experiments on him.
Jeez. Well done, doctor. And it's like, oh no. Yes, just stand around, let Batman stand up.
Yeah, I know, right?
And let him compose himself. Get on his feet and fight. Right. Yeah, that's a good idea. I was watching. I like there are two. Have you ever seen the third Iron Man? And I was watching a show yesterday, like same concept, but you know, all these minions are having trapped and are about to fight, and then one of the minions is like, dude, I hate it here. Just don't kill me and let me go.
Yeah.
Like, I really hate these guys. I'll just quit.
I know. Well, and honestly, if you like ran into Batman, don't you think like you just be like, look, I'm sorry. You have like bat cuffs or something. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
I'll just like
look.
I was desperate. Like, just I won't fight. I don't want you to break my jaw, please.
You are a much bigger guy.
Much bigger, much stronger, much more skilled. Like, you don't need to show me even. I get it.
Like, I'm just gonna go home.
Just let me go home. Yeah,
things like that. It's like, yeah, I don't blame you. Been a long day. I want to get a madman's way.
Day of kicking your butt.
Oh, lots of people.
Hay muchos.
With guns. Smart. Like as though they realized they could use some resources.
Look, we'll get a murder Robin, okay? His name is Jason Todd. You just haven't met him yet.
Oh. Nice.
Amazing how big and strong he is, and he is silent.
Uh-huh.
I did it.
Oh no.
Hooray.
Good. It's amazing how far the Joker got away
Well,
from
and that's
Batman.
what's crazy about the Joker is a lot of people, like in his bio, they don't realize that, like, the Joker, I don't necessarily know how he accomplished this, but, like, he's no pushover either. Like, he looks like, because he's always, like, kind of, like, scrawny, but it's, like, because of his lack of just any kind of empathy, like, he is willing to do whatever it takes, but he also is not, like, he's pretty strong, like, physically as well. And he just, he's so unexpected, too, that, like, you just, if you're trying to think like a normal human, you've already lost. And and the thing is Joker does kill, but he doesn't care.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's why I loved Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah.
Because he
What
did
a
look
loss,
physically
man.
strong.
What a loss.
Yeah, right? I watched 10 Things I Hate About You the other day.
I love that movie. So good.
And I haven't seen that since like high school. And I'm like,
That movie's so
he
good.
kicked trash. He was the best actor in the movie by a long shot.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even close.
He would, yeah. It's things like that are sad because it's just like, yeah. It's just it's hard to even like express because it's just like it's such a loss.
Right.
Hello, everyone. Did you enjoy that?
Hi. How are you? Hello. I found you.
did that perfect too. Like I was like
dead
right. I was
center.
right in the middle. I couldn't have planned that better. So good.
Hello there.
Why, hello there. That was good.
That's funny. Batman, your cape has a few
Yeah, he
scratches
keeps
in it.
he keeps getting the crap kicked out of him.
Yeah, didn't you see those guys with the knives?
Oh,
Ugh.
he just threw something off the
Okay.
side there.
I'll stop.
Unloading them into your head.
I like movies.
I do too. That's what makes me. That's why I am like passionate about it, because it's like I really like movies, and I am sad that I don't really have a reason to like take my kids to movies. I don't really have a reason to go to movies myself. Like it's frustrating.
Yeah, it's like
Because I like I said, I used to go to 2 movies a week in high school. Like I lived at the theater.
yeah, it used to be an event nearly every
Yeah,
week.
like it was fun to go to like the premieres of whatever. Like I remember waiting. Like I was sad because I was gonna miss X-Men 3 and Spider-Man 3 while I was out on my mission. You know, and that, admittedly, neither of those were like really that good, but case in point, like it would have been good.
Yeah.
Like they just, I don't know. Well, we know what the problem is. And the thing is they just won't admit it. Like you can't make jokes about anyone anymore. You can't. Everyone's offended about everything. Like everything is identity politics, and it's not even based on the reality of the situation. It's just frustrating. You know, and people want to take IPs
Heads
that are
up.
already like established, and they don't want to make their own because they can't. They're not
And it's
talented
risky.
enough, and that's frustrating.
And it doesn't make enough money. And
This
it's like,
guy's crazy.
ooh,
Zaz is
Victor
nuts.
Zaz.
But he kills people. He's a serial
Zaz.
killer, and every time he kills someone, he marks them on his body. So his body is covered. All the scars that you see, those are victims.
So he like makes a tally mark.
Yeah. And as you can see, very good at what he does.
Gross.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yep. And it like he basically has a condition where if he doesn't, complete the task, he like it just eats at him and he gets anxious and like he just can't like stop thinking about the person. He just obsesses. And why doesn't Batman remove Joker's limbs? Hey, there's the thing right there. If he were serious about stopping him, yeah. Like, yeah, we won't kill you, but we're not going to let you have legs anymore. Not a terrible plan, sir.
Why didn't he just, cut down the elevator and just, I didn't kill you. The elevator did. Gravity.
Gravity killed you.
Gravity's a mean mistress. For sure. Sorry, Joker. I tried.
But I didn't really care.
I let you have a good ride at the end.
Wee! Wee! Yeah, and then the Joker really wouldn't have won, right? Because he didn't technically kill him. Gravity did.
Right?
I think it's too close. Too close.
All right, fair enough.
Wrong button.
I'll just break every rib in this guy's body.
Yeah.
Crunch.
Crunch. Batman should set traps like Jigsaw. Oh my god. DJ, you've You've gone overboard. You've moved beyond the pale.
This isn't the Joker's game anymore.
Yeah.
This is Batman's playground.
Yeah. This is bad. Batman would be a ruthless Jigsaw. And he has money. So he could pay for everything. There's nothing he couldn't do.
True.
Oh, man. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. They aren't acting right.
These are more, let's
Desserts.
say, less reserved patients. These guys they struggle a little bit more. Let's go with that.
Oh, wow. Oh, good.
Oh, good. Oh, goody.
This sounds like a good time.
Oh, yeah. I remember the first time I came upon this place, I was like, ugh, I hate this. I don't want it.
This level doesn't sound fun.
Like
at
that.
all.
Like, it's like this slow growl, like this. It's unsettling.
Mhm.
It's really good though, the atmosphere.
They did a good job.
The zombies.
They are all people, Victor.
They are zombies. Continuously shut
Ugh.
daily grind.
Yeah, and so when he thinks he's actually doing
You mean kill
the people he kills, he actually thinks that he's doing them a
liberated if
service
Uh-huh.
because like he feels like everyone is just
each had her throat slit and was left
grinding through the day and no one's happy, so he's like liberating them from this useless existence. And if he kills them, he'll have given their lives purpose. So like that's like another part of like his shtick. Oh,
Oh. Ooh.
which, you know,
Not good.
neither here nor there, I guess.
Oh. That would be a serial killer. Not very pleasant to be around.
Oh. Well, and the Joker is very charismatic as well. That's how he could make, Harley Quinn become, Dr. Quinzel become Harley. Whereas like Zaz, it's like he's just super self-motivated. There really isn't like, it's just not the same. Like it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. And he obviously like, no one is like going for what he's selling. Whereas like lots of people go for what the Joker is selling.
Right.
All right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's the thing, is like, yeah, the Joker is, their concepts that it's like, yeah, you're right. All it takes is for one person to have one bad day.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and that was his whole, like, he was literally trying to prove in the Dark Knight, he was literally trying to prove that it's like, it just takes, and really how bad the day is. And again, that's like the whole point is like, he's never been able to get Batman to have such a bad day. I mean, he kills Jason Todd, the second Robin, and it's like, look, your favorite character.
Oh, good.
Stop, Batman, please.
And
Hey,
this is
Green
what
Ivy.
this is what Ivy was intended to be. And I cannot stand what again, another example of the retconning. Ridiculous.
Just stay where you are. Last thing I need is you
And-
free.
Wait.
Poison Ivy is Jamie's favorite, actually, too.
Uh,
He loves Poison Ivy.
the retconning, like
Did
Uma
they-
Thurman?
No, that they made her gay.
Oh.
Like she literally was a sex symbol that like used and manipulated men. There was no reason to believe that she was homosexual. And Harley definitely wasn't homosexual.
Right.
And that's what I'm talking about. If you want to make characters like that, great, do it. Stop taking established characters and turning them into something they're not for your game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's frustrating.
Please, someone, help me!
So that.
So you figured it out, huh? Good job. Please keep it.
So I don't know if you remember, Aaron Cash is just one of the guards, but this isn't actually him. This is Clayface.
Huh.
Help me!
I read a headline today that they were considering. Oh, it wasn't Batman. It was the character in Spider-Man. They were considering Daniel Radcliffe as a bad guy in Spider-Man. Harry Potter.
I guess he could be Doc Ock. He'd be a fine Doc Ock, I guess. I'm trying to think what else he would be. Because he's not very imposing.
Uh-huh. Well, I've seen pictures of him ripped.
Well, I mean, I don't even mean that. I just mean his stature. Like he's not very
super
tall.
Uh-huh.
Right. And it's not like how, because neither was, what's his name who played Bane, but like they had to put him on a stool to like make him hover over people. I can't remember the actor's name now.
Uh-huh.
But that, like, again, that's like the whole thing.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
This isn't
not
good.
Oh boy.
Oh, I think you pushed the wrong button.
You done did it wrong, man.
You done did a bad thing.
I have the sequence generator, but without
Hi, Gordon. How are you?
useless.
We're in a pickle.
Give me the sequencer.
What?
You got to get up.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Hey, we gotta go.
It's useless. Half the
Don't know if you knew this,
We're trapped in here.
but we are in some deep poo-poo.
There might be an issue.
Might be a problem.
Yeah.
Hello, sequencer.
There's always a way out. Always.
Always a way out.
Let's see.
Did the MCU have a Batman? Like, other than... I mean, I
Moon
can
Knight.
see...
Moon Knight was their Batman.
Was there Batman? Okay.
Yeah, Moon Knight. You could make a case for Daredevil
Or Iron
See.
Man.
Yeah.
Like the idea of Iron
or
Man.
Iron Man. It just depends on what you mean. Do you mean a guy that like sticks to the shadows and is a human and uses his intellect and his resources to best people? Then probably Iron Man. Are you talking about someone who sticks to the shadows and has a high moral code and doesn't kill people? That's Daredevil. Like, it just depends on what you mean.
Right. Uppercut.
They are
Oh.
not very hard to kill, but they definitely come out of nowhere.
Uh-huh. Oh, Harley Quinn. Hi, Harley.
Hey,
Oh, she is a favorite of mine. Always has.
now Harley's great.
Yeah.
She's super acrobatic and strong as well.
Yeah. And
Oh, that guy just died.
whoa.
I double dare ya.
Okay,
All right. There
sounds
I go.
good. Off I go.
Why don't you just go get a gun and shoot the stupid bat?
Because we've tried that, Harley. Don't you think we wanted to just do that?
I was
Again, why?
thinking she was gonna say something completely different. Why don't you just shoot the stupid bat? And then she stopped at bat. Anyway, I thought it was funny.
Your face. Oh,
Oh, he's gone.
he fell off a thing.
All right, Harley, come down.
Break your arm.
Oh,
Why are you missing so much? That is that was never like a part of the combat when I played this on the PS3. Oh my
Ouch.
gosh! Stop the fighting!
isn't there a PS5 now?
Yeah, we're playing the PS5.
Okay.
That's right.
Whee!
Was that as easy as it looked? Huh. Well, it won't be so easy trying to catch me.
And let me guess, the Joker betrays Harley.
Oh, he always. That honestly is probably the impetus for why the changes were made, because people were like, well, this is like a bad like relationship, and it's like, yeah, he's the Joker. Like, yes, and like she is like, because they tried to make they literally tried to make Harley like into this like
Sympathetic character.
yeah, and it's like, no, she's a psychopath who like doesn't understand like real love and all that kind of stuff. That's literally the point. That's the point. That's the point and purpose.
Right.
And they couldn't help themselves from like ruining it. They had to prove a point. And they're like, well, we don't want that relationship. It's like, that's the whole relationship. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so compelling, because we're like, how could anyone love the Joker?
Right.
How could anyone be tricked by the Joker? That's like what brings in the human element to the Joker, that someone could be tricked like Harley does. And they just can't get out of their way. And they're like, so they do like the emancipation of Harley Quinn. It's like, no, that's not her character. That's not what she ever was supposed to be or do. She is Harley for a reason.
Uh-huh.
And they just couldn't help themselves. And then they had to make her gay. Yeah, see, they're not the best fighters.
No. Oh. Oh.
And it's frustrating. It's just like, take something else and do something else with whatever you want to do. Don't take established characters. Do something else.
Uh-huh. It's like, okay, so my thing is with Snape being black, it's now, is James Potter a racist? You know what I mean?
Right.
Now is he more than just a bully that is just a young stupid bully?
Now it's gonna,
Now
and I'm
it's
sure
racist.
that they will. I'm sure they'll do that.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like,
of course they will.
Gosh.
Of course it'll be about like, oh, you shouldn't have done that because it was racist to do it. And it's like, no, it was just him being dumb. That was always the intent.
Yeah.
It was not. It wasn't because he was racist. But they just like I keep saying, they won't be able to help themselves.
Yeah. And it's like, how are they, you know, not, but it's like they took a thing and just tripled it for no reason other than to make you feel worse. You know, like, what are they going to do about it?
Right.
And And how does it make it? How does it make Lily's actions okay now?
Right.
You know, it's like before it was they took 7 books to make it okay that James Potter was a bully. Like everyone was saying, yeah, we made a lot of mistakes and we really messed up with him, but we saved his life in the end.
If I leave, Harley will kill the guard.
But now he's a racist. And it's like, okay, you know, like what girl is going to marry that?
Well,
you know?
and they wouldn't, right?
Right.
Like, that's the right.
I don't know. I'm just great. Like, okay, now we're gonna make it so that the black guy that will always love Lily now, like how does that make sense? How in any world will that be okay?
Well, it won't be, and they won't. But it's also because they don't they just don't care. They don't care about the character. They don't care what it is. It's just always going to be about. It's always just going to be about that game that they're trying to play, and that's what they care about the most.
Yeah.
That's really what they care about.
She won't get away. I'll stop her and then her.
They don't, and they, you know, that'll always be the problem. That's why we'll never I don't know that we'll ever meet on equal ground and that's why things probably aren't gonna get better.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see him back there?
Right.
Yeah. It's like, to me, seeking power and being powerful over situations in your life is a natural instinct. Like, so what I'm saying is bullying is a thing that happens in nature.
Right.
But
you're not justifying it, but it's like we all have to come to the realization that it is a part of us, and it's to stop bullying we try to overcome it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good. We should try to overcome it. Ooh.
Oh,
there's the gas.
So I don't, and it's I just don't think, I think racism is more taught.
Oh, so do I. Well, it's absolutely taught. Otherwise, little kids literally would they would just come out racist, and they're not.
Right.
No matter what you say about, there was a little children's book about that, baby, racist baby or something like that. Just some stupid, just some dumb thing.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so it's annoying that, and it's now you have to, which is fine. I wonder how they're gonna spin it and do that. But it's was that your whole intent? Was to now make James a racist instead of just a bully?
I don't know if that was the intent, but that is definitely where it will go.
Yeah. Oh.
I always like those guys. Yes, I am looking for you.
Come on, keep up. You getting tired? Let me give you a little help.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Anyway, so I was talking to Brianna about it last night, and she's like, I still have the books. That's my
well, and that's
love.
the frustrating thing is we want more, but then we'll always just have to rely on the real material, and that, that's fine.
Just like Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I don't recognize the 7, 8, 9. They're not canon to me.
Yeah.
They never will be canon to me.
Especially what? Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. Like they can try, they can say it is, they can act like it is.
It's like I don't even show.
Get off of me!
You know, it's like I don't even know if I'm going to show it to my kids. It's just like this was a terrible attempt on their part, and they just couldn't help themselves. And so,
and it's like I tried to enjoy it.
Yeah, I gave it a shot.
Like at the very end, I thought it was kind of. At the very end of the second movie, I was like, okay, I kind of like the idea of anyone can have some force powers and that, you know, the little kid used the force to grab the broom, which is kind of fun. Like, yeah, anyone can wake up and be a super powered hero. Like, great.
Well, and I don't know if that was even really what their intent was, but that was like the problem is they just totally bungled it. And the thing is what really would have been cool is if she had gone with Kylo Ren. And they had like made the whole thing about like her and his redemption after actually starting the Empire again. Like that would have been way compelling. So compelling, so much better than what they came up with.
I remember, so that was like the big height of theories, you know, like this is the movie theory of who is Rey, where'd she come from, why is she there,
because back then because they had just changed it in the 8th movie. It was your parents were nobodies. That was like what Kylo Ren said, and so then that's what we were all understanding it to be, was that he was just, you know, they were just junkers that didn't, you know
any better.
And that they didn't, you know,
they were terrible people. And
they just had left her, and that was that. But
they had this extremely powerful daughter and just left her. Like,
well, and that's the thing too. That was the other problem, is like she showed no force abilities until like she was a good pilot. But so was Han Solo. Like, and the thing was, is Han Solo did not know the Force. Like, he didn't have. There was nothing. Oh, get up, get up, get up! There we go. Yeah, it does hurt. Like that was the whole thing, because otherwise, like Han Solo would have been like the, you know. Han Solo would have been a thing, but he wasn't. He didn't have the Force, like, or at least not like how we understand the Force to be.
Right. Yeah, and
like you can make the argument about like it flows through us and everyone has it to an extent. It's like, okay, we understand that
and
premise,
and some have it a little more. So I was like, yeah, okay, a slave kid could have it, and that's totally cool. And
well, that was always like
a kid.
That was always a part of it, though, was that there was not like that anyone could have it. That was always a part of it. The problem was, though, is they made it into a magic trick, and it wasn't a magic trick. Like it was, you were trained. You were special if you had the ability to use the Force, and the Jedis literally had to go and find people that could use the Force in order to make their order. Why are you going that way? And they did. They literally made it. They made it not special. And then they made her a Mary Sue.
Right.
That like for some reason she was more powerful than Luke. And then they made Leia more powerful than Luke when they had her beat Luke in the throwback thing, and it's like no. Luke was it. He was it. He was the epitome of everything. He saved the universe. And it was a fulfillment of the prophecy that they all thought that Anakin was going to save the universe.
Yeah.
That was the point. And they literally ruined it. And again, why is Kylo Ren
became Mary Poppins?
Why is Kylo Ren saving her just so that he can die? No, that makes no sense.
Quiet.
It's dumb.
Why the smiles next to
It's a terror. It's terror. They're terrible movies. And she could have been really cool.
Oh yeah.
She could have been like super awesome. And again, had nothing to do with gender. No one cared that she was a girl. It's just that they made her such a terrible non-character. It's like when it's in the very first movie when they go to they find themselves on the Millennium Falcon and she's like, well, I just did this thing and it bypassed the thing. And it's like, are you telling me that Han Solo wouldn't have already been able to figure that out to fix his ship? And she could do it? No, stupid. They were tropes. They were dumb. It was not good.
Yeah. And it's like all of those things could work. All of those ideas could work except for making Luke that
yeah, like it
terrible
wouldn't
of a
even have
person.
been a big deal had they not done what they did with Luke. Had they not had the opportunity to have Luke, Leia, and Han in the same scene. They didn't even have him in the same scene.
And now one of them's not here.
Yeah, and so that's gone.
Lots of good stuff. So.
All right, everyone. We're going to leave it there. We just subdued Harley Quinn. She's now crying in a cell. Don't worry. Apparently, they're going to ruin your character and you're going to get together with Poison Ivy. Won't that be fun? Oh, my gosh. But we love you.
I enjoyed that show.
Have a good... I'm sure you did. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. I will never watch it. Retcon. Don't retcon the characters. It's dumb. It's absolutely atrocious. Anyways, you guys are great. Have a good week.